Good morning, folks. This is Tadpole Smitty. I'm getting ready to go on a Sunday morning ride. It's Father's Day. It's absolutely beautiful in the land of enchantment. But it is going to get hot today. Santa Fe does get hot. It's going to be over 90 today. At 7,000 feet, the UV rays get hot, get high, so you got to protect yourself with sunscreen. Today we're going to go on a ride on the continuing on the Santa Fe River Trail, except now instead of going into the plaza area and the rail yard area, I'm going to be going down to the west to a place called Romero Trailhead Park. So I'll be taking it from about Siler down, a short trip. We're going to go have brunch with my family this morning, so let's go for a ride. So before I do, I want to talk about something I did to my trike. So if you've been watching my videos, you would know that I've never been a fan of the Sunseeker Fat Tad seat from the factory. So I installed a wedge under here from TerraTrike to pick the nose up a little bit. It helped a lot. It created a more stable environment for my butt. But some of the bars that support the seat, I'm 185 pounds. I'm not that heavy for, I'm a little under 6 foot. But some of the bars would be, on long rides, would be hitting my back or my rump. So I got this cushion. It's an office cushion gel, and I strapped it into place. It's very, very gel soft. It's got pressure point relief bumps in here. It's got ventilation. It does ride hotter than the mesh seat, but I tend to ride in the morning or in the evening, so I haven't been too hot in it. But it gives me a lot of comfort. But the problem was being my boom length was I was pushed up too far on my extension for my legs, right? So instead of extending the boom, the Fat Tad has 3 positions on the seat, and it was centered. It was in the center position of the trike. So what I did is move it back. Let me pick this trike up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, I can pick this trike up on its side. Right up in there, you can see the pin. It was in this position. This pin was here. There's 3 positions. And I moved it from this one to this one, which is a couple of inches, maybe an inch and a half. It helped a lot. It was perfect. So you can do that on the Sunseeker Fat Tad. The Eco Tads are even easier to do. They have a quick release component under the seat, and you can slide back and forth the seat within seconds. Fat Tad's a little harder. When I say harder, it was probably 10 minutes worth of work. There's a nut on the back side of this, a lock nut that you have to take off. Pull these 2 pins out, and you pull this, and you can reinstall it in any position you want. So, it'll be my first real ride with it in the new position. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's a little more relaxed for me. If you've been watching my tech support videos on my short feeds that I do, the short reels that I make, I just lubed a chain on my Sunseeker, and I forgot to lube the idler. So what you want to do right here is just shoot a little bit of lube on that idler on both the front and rear idler. Also, if you've been watching my videos, you would know that I modified the idler If you look in between the idler right here, there's a spacer I put in. Prior to putting that spacer in there, these chains are hitting right here. So I just put a little bushing in there to keep the idlers separated, and it's helped out a lot. I don't hear the chafing as the two chains cross each other right here like I was prior. Just that little bit of movement made all the difference in the world. A little bit of an improvement. I still plan on doing the Utah Trikes idler upgrade right here. These plastic gears idlers are known to fail, and they have aluminum ones, and I'm going to do that upgrade and do a show on that. Anyway, enough talk, let's go for a ride. The sun visors that I wear on my the front of my below my helmet, my sunglasses, it's a pretty cool setup. It's dirty, I need to clean it. Okay, the way this works is there's 3 magnets that are in place up here in the top of the brim of the helmet, and there is 3 metal tabs here, and you simply put it in there and it sticks like with a magnet. My sun top, latch it in place with my paracord. So I'm really hoping this seat works out for me. It moved it back quite a bit right in here. This seat used to be a little closer to my front pouch, so now I'm back a couple inches more than I was. But I think with the cushion I'm riding in my seat, it should help a lot. Also installed a temperature gauge and a compass on the nose of my trike. Temperature's nice, compass, never had a problem with getting lost. I just like aviation style, and this is kind of aviation looking. And I flip my light upside down to push it down and kind of get, instead of sticking up here, it's a little more tucked under. A little better, I like that a little better. So let's start this bad boy up. So it's nice here in the morning. As I ride down to the river trail, Santa Fe River Trail, I want to talk to you about something. So you guys know, if you've been following my channel, that I moved from Las Cruces back up to Santa Fe. And although today is 90 degrees here, plus, in very short order, before you know it, winter will be upon us. And winter in Santa Fe is quite cold. At high altitude here, 7,000 feet, 4 seasons. Talked about it many times. We really don't have a spring here. It seems like it goes from cold to maybe a week or so of spring, and it transitions right into summer. Which I really like the alpine region of the United States, especially on the Rocky Mountains. This time of year, early in the morning on a summer, it's June 15th, Father's Day. Thank you, I'm a father, thank you very much. And happy Father's Day to the fathers out there. Taking two for me. I'm going out for my ride, get right with my Lord, and start my day out. Love it. But by living in Santa Fe, I'm gonna have winter coming on, and I've told you all I'm addicted to riding these recumbents for my health and sanity. I got to go out for my daily ride. I'm a heart attack survivor. Had a couple of stents installed right after I got my COVID shot, amazingly. Mandated by federal employees. They made me get one. I had passed a physical a month prior, no issues, and right after my shot, I come down with plugged up heart. Go figure. But I took a little bit of damage to my heart. It's just another thing. 2 years after I had my heart attack, I got diagnosed with leukemia. So that's just another thing. But what's key to both heart attacks and leukemia is trying to stay exercised and in shape. So I became addicted to recumbent trikes. Sunday mornings, not a lot of traffic out on the paved road that I got to ride on to get to where I'm going, down to the river trail. No traffic out here this morning. That's why I like it, because there ain't no bike trails here. And these people in Santa Fe drive crazy. Uh-oh, somebody's coming behind me. Get off the road where I can. Got my little review mirrors right here. See, I'm clear to go now. There's a bicyclist coming. You see him? It's a road bike. Those guys usually don't wave at me for some reason. I guess because I'm not like them. That's okay, I don't like them either. I used to be one of those guys. I didn't ever act like that though. Never acted that way. These elements that I got to deal with. And the best way I've found to enjoy it is I don't really care to go to the gym. I will. Planet Fitness or wherever. But I just don't enjoy it. It's the same routine, nothing new to look at, kind of boring. And I really have to do cardio. And I do some, when I want to lift weights, I go to the gym. Okay, now I can get out of traffic. So I started recumbent trike riding last July 2024. June. I got my Terra trike. And then during Christmas, we started the YouTube channel for about 6 months, and my dad owned the channel. And during Christmas, He said, you ought to go off-road. And I said, well, heck, Dad, I can't take my terra trike off-road. And he goes, I know. What kind of dirt trike do you like? So we entered into this candy store dream, you know, about if I had to pick a trike to go off-road, which one would it be, and yada yada. Well, lo and behold, my dad bought me the Sunseeker Fat Tad CSX. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that he knew he was going to die and didn't tell me for a while. He wanted me to continue the channel. He's the one that got me into YouTube. And yada yada yada. He's since passed, and I now own this Sunseeker Fat Tad. And I like her very much. Especially off-road. I prefer my terra trike on the pavement. It's just a better ride. It's a better, it's lighter, it's more nimble, it's quicker, it's a better workout. Sunseeker's heavier, it's bulky, it's like a four-wheel drive. I mean, look at these tires. Same goes, if you've been watching my videos, I go in the desert. I go hardcore, deep sand, in the Rocky Mountains. This thing is a beast. That being said, I can't ride in the winter. I tried. It's too cold. I need to be enclosed. I need something to protect me. So I've been shopping for Velomobiles, and if you've been watching my shows, I've kicked around several manufacturers, and let's be honest, folks, Velomobiles are expensive. All of them come from Europe. I don't know of anything being built in America. It's not a big sport here, or I wouldn't call it a sport. It's not a means of transportation yet. It hasn't caught on like we want it to. They are expensive, and the duty and the freight and all of that is kind of expensive. That being said, when you compare a well-built Velomobile against a top-end trike, recumbent trike like Azub, Ice, Cat, some of those trikes get up over the price of some of the Velomobiles. So why do I want a Velomobile? See, a Velomobile has a lot of neat stuff. It's highly efficient. It provides you protection year-round. They're carbon fiber mixed with this other fiber that's sandwiched in between two layers of carbon fiber, which gives it insulation, sound deadening. So that's why I want a Velomobile. So I've been shopping around. I've looked at them all. I've talked to everybody. I think I've landed on a manufacturer that I really like. Velomobile World makes a couple of models that I really get into. I drive Urban. Environment, which is in the city of Santa Fe and out in the countryside on trails. A Velomobile I won't take out here. I have my Sunseeker Fat Tad for those days where I want to go off. But the Velomobile I'll ride on rail trails and on roads. Year round. And the manufacturer I picked, I think I want is Velomobile World, and I want a bulk because I ride urban, and urban means that it's like city driving. In the urbans, the bulk 4-more and a couple of other ones have open wheel wells. Open wheel wells on a Velomobile makes the environment to where I can turn tighter and get in some of these tight turning radiuses that I need to make corners. Some Velomobiles don't turn as well as others because the body goes over. They're more aerodynamic and they're more efficient. The open wheel ones are slightly less efficient, but I'm not a speed demon. I'm not trying to set world records. I just want to stay in shape and I want to ride year round. So hopefully, folks, I can figure out how to afford a Velomobile World. I'm working with Jan and Alexa out there, and I call it going to the candy store because it's what it feels like. It's like you're shopping for what fits you and what you want, and you send them all these measurements. I think I took 10 different measurements of what's needed to fit me to this Velomobile. It's very it's built custom for you. Some of them are more adjustable than others. It's like going to a candy store. They have different options. I looked at other manufacturers as well, and I'm not going to run nobody down. I'm going to talk about something that is in the trike industry, recumbent. I've heard that stuff's showing up. Derailleurs aren't adjusted correctly. I've heard that brakes aren't adjusted correctly. If you're going to get a trike, a recumbent, or a Velomobile, you better have, I don't care if it's the entry level, an Eco Tad or a Sunseeker Fat Tad like I'm riding right now. I don't care what manufacturer you go with. I don't care who you buy anything from. Bikes and trikes and Velomobiles by nature are going to need adjustments. They run off of cable systems. Cable systems stretch from the moment they're built to the time you start riding them. Cables are changing and have to be adjusted. Brakes wear, they have to be adjusted. Derailleurs get out of adjustment, they have to be adjusted. You have to oil and lube your chains, they have to be oiled and lubed. Things wear out, shocks, suspension, all of that needs maintenance. I've done plenty of tech tips where you've watched me work on my trikes. Things come loose constantly. You're vibrating. A Velomobile is very rigid. That's how it works. The frame, it doesn't have a frame inside. The shell is part of the frame. They do have structures inside to stiffen them. They're not exactly like this trike where it's all frame made out of metal. The shell is part of the body, the unibody, right? So they're very rigid. By nature, anything that's rigid is going to shake and things become loose. Things need to be adjusted. So if you think you're going to buy any trike, any recumbent, any bicycle, motorcycle, anything, car, and it's going to stay perfectly tuned for the rest of the time, from the time you bought it until the time you get rid of it, get rid of that idea, because that ain't reality, folks. If you get into any kind of recumbent riding, you're gonna have to either learn how to do the maintenance or find a guy who works on it for you. A mechanic, a bicycle mechanic. Now, that being said, Velomobiles, the technology is, there's nothing special about it. There's nothing hard about it. I know Jan puts out tons of tech videos on doing every aspect of keeping your Velomobile tuned in. You really probably, if you're going to be an enthusiast, you probably want to do that, learn how to do that kind of work. Folks, it's not hard. It's just not. I work on these things all the time. So I've heard of adjustments needing to be made and all this and all that. This Sunseeker Fat Tad showed up with fenders bent, cables. The derailleur was way out of adjustment. And do I blame the manufacturer from electrictrike.com? Heck no, I don't. The minute it's shipped, everything, it went across country shaking inside of a crate. The minute it got here, it needed some adjustment. My trike was not perfect when I got it. I needed to adjust it. I got online with their tech guys and they told me what to do. At trike, at Whiz Wheels, and at Sunseeker, when I bought from electrictrike.com, those guys did video maintenance tips for me directly to me. Jason had his tech send me information about doing maintenance. And Velomobile World will do the same thing. Very, 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 very good people. So I'm just giving you word to the wise. The incumbents are going to need maintenance and constant adjustment. So I'm on the river trail we've been riding on the Santa Fe River Trail, headed to the Romero Trailhead Park. And this will eventually be paved, but right now it's still gravel. So this trail goes down to the Romero Trailhead Park, and it's a nice trail. It comes from the plaza all the way down. I don't know how many miles it is continuous. Got to be 6 or 7 miles down here. So they do offer the Velomobiles with a electric. I'm gonna opt for that. Either I'll have Velomobile World put one in for me, and if it's too expensive, maybe I'll put it in over after it gets to America. None of this is for sure yet. So this is the Romero Trailhead Park. Anyway, folks, I'm excited about trying to get a Velomobile. My wife's not going to be happy with this. I got to figure out, it's going to be expensive. And I'm not saying that it's not priced correctly. These Velomobiles are labor intensive to build. They're handmade, every one of them. I don't care whose Velomobile you get. They're all handmade. They got one that, the elevator that you have to build yourself. I think they also build it for you maybe, but you can build one yourself. But they're all pricey. I mean, they're handmade. They're gonna have to ship to the USA. You're gonna have to pay the price if you want to play. But like I said, there's some recumbent trikes that cost more. So I'm not sure why trikes cost so much, because they're not handmade. They're factory made and put together. So I know I did more talking about Velomobiles on the trail ride, but you know, the trail's a trail. Santa Fe Trail goes, River Trail goes from here all the way up into the plaza and that mountain up there. Way up there. I would like to have something to ride before winter. We'll see. If I put electric on it, it'll be a 250 watt mid-drive Bufang, and then Jan's been talking about another brand that they have. I'm not sure, a possibility. Did you know that 70+% of recumbents in America are electrified now? At least that Mickey at Laid Back Cycle says that. He's one of the biggest dealers in the United States. And I believe Utah sells a lot of electric trikes too. More and more people are getting into them and they're riding electrics. I can't do without electrics. I get tired and I freak out. I think my heart's gonna, you know, explode sometimes. I worry about it.
Stop kicking.
Anyway, folks, I need to cut this show short. Enjoyed taking you along on my ride today. It's my Father's Day ride. I did more dreaming than anything with y'all. I showed you the trail, rode along and talked about Velomobiles on the whole trip. I dream about these things at night. I tell Velomobile World it's like going to a candy store or Santa Claus or Christmas time or something. I don't know if I can swing this or not, but I'm going to try. I'm an enthusiast. I think I'm a real American with real issues that talk about real issues. So, if I can do this stuff, you guys can do it. No excuses for me. I don't care what elements I have. I'm going to keep riding these things. I'm not going to lie to you. In the morning when I get up, sometimes it's hard. But the minute I get into this recumbent and start riding, I feel better. And by the time I get back, I feel like $1,000,000. So anyway, people, hope you like my videos. Like and subscribe. That'll really help me out. Anyway, folks, until next time, this is Tadpole Smitty. We'll see you on the next adventure. I think the next one will be me and my rotator brother Alan are going to take the rail trail out from Santa Fe down to Lamy, New Mexico. And a lot of that's off-road, so look forward to that ride. Coming soon.